Sundowning, it's an interesting, baffling, and sometimes dangerous set of neuropsychiatric symptoms experienced by some people with cognitive impairment. We've all heard the term sundowning for years. But what exactly is it? Why does it happen? And how do we provide better care to individuals who experience it? This phenomenon is associated with cognitive impairment from certain types of dementia, especially Alzheimer's disease. But not everyone with Alzheimer's or dementia will experience sundowning, making it a somewhat baffling phenomenon to even experts on Alzheimer's and dementia. I'm Dr. Jim Collins, and I want to talk about sundowning with you for a while. Sundowning has been characterized as not necessarily a condition, as much as a set of symptoms experienced by some people diagnosed with various forms of dementia. These symptoms include increased confusion, agitation, disorientation, anxiety and restlessness in the later afternoon or the early evening hours. The condition can be worse after the individual moves into a senior care community, after a hospital stay, or when his or her routine has been dramatically altered. That's when we might see it the most. Older adults and seniors living in care communities may become more demanding of staff, they may upset more easily, become suspicious of others, and experience hallucinations or delusions, or perhaps both. You never know. Their attention span and concentration may also become more impaired. Some individuals may become more impulsive and act out in ways they normally would not do. Some experts believe that sundowning is the second most disruptive behavior among residents with Alzheimer's or dementia living in a senior care community. The first and most common disruptive behavior is wandering, and sundowning is number 2. It's estimated that around 20% or 1 in every 5 residents with Alzheimer's disease, vascular dementia, and mixed dementia, which is vascular and Alzheimer's together, will experience sundowning. So it is rather common. Some experts also believe that this syndrome causes disruption in the body's sleep-wake cycle. So it's disrupting circadian rhythms, which lead to more behavioral issues, makes common sense, right, during the day. Some behaviors can last long and throughout the entire night. Sundowning can last a short period of time, a moderate amount of time, or it can be problematic all night long. Here are some behaviors that are exhibited during sundowning episodes. There appears to be this, in general, hyper alertness in many people who experience sundowning, and this hyper alertness generates a number of behaviors, including the following: increased confusion and disorientation, anxiety and agitation, pacing and restlessness, hallucinations and delusions, impulsiveness, wandering, screaming, and yelling. These behaviors can also lead to more serious problems if you think about it. More confusion, more wandering. What about things like falls, accidents, elopement? Wandering means, moving about inside a care community. Elopement is getting out, and harm to oneself or to others. It's a fascinating It's a dangerous and a very problematic situation. It's called sundowning. And I hope that researchers continue to do the hard work it takes to understand where it's coming from, why some people experience it and others don't, and then how can we either prevent it or manage it at least much better than we're doing now. I'm Dr. Jim Collins. Thank you so much for your time. Continue learning about sundowning.